What's going on, everybody? And we are back with another one here today. This is going to be episode 3 of our Creator Spotlight. Today we are showing off Umbra Village Remastered by the one and only Diamondite, who is actually here with me for this one. How you doing, Diamondite?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Clouds?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just enjoying my day off. Excited to get in here and look around at this. I remember this from your mini park contest, and I know you said you've expanded on it since then.
Yeah, I have expanded on it. As you can see in the bottom, this is fully maxed out on a PS5. Well, my mini part contest like barely got 40%. So I've done a lot of work on improving on the story and the overall park atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what, 60? You said it was at 40, so yeah, 60 extra percent added on to it since
Yeah.
then. Yeah,
I
that's.
almost had to use the glitch because I was worried I was gonna not be able to finish.
I looked at so many parks and just thought, how did people do this before I knew that you could glitch the game? Like, I didn't know that until a little while ago, actually. So I was always looking at these parks and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? How are other people making them this big? A very nice like parking area through here. I like this. This had to be a
Right.
big part of your percentage too, with a lot of these art shapes and stuff.
Honestly, the parking lot was only about like 2%.
Oh, really? Is
So
this
like if you
terrain
here, you
painted?
can delete it real quick. It's all connected to each other. So if you want to delete it real quick. So yeah, wait, that's the sidewalk.
Oh, okay. So it's just these pieces then?
Yes.
Okay.
See, it's only like two
That's not
percent.
bad. I
It's
forget
not.
people terrain paint this.
Yeah, I only have a small path going in through the area right there.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I need to work on is like these plaza style things. I haven't really done a whole lot of these and they look so good when they're finished.
Yeah, I like the openness of the entrance. It's one of my favorite things about this park, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely very nice coming through. I like the sign work. Is this your own custom font, I assume?
Everything in this park is mine. There's no workshop items. So if you want to go back around, um, just wait. Go towards the car. You see that one car back there?
I'm going towards the car.
Okay, now turn right. And a little bit of stuff over here.
Okay, gotcha. Got some like shout outs to people in here and stuff. I see I'm up on there. All right.
There, all these things are hidden in the park. So
Oh.
they're Easter eggs that you can find in the park.
Okay, very cool. Very neat. I like that a lot. Got your exit way over there. Yeah, we'll head back around through here and get a look at it. Got
These are just some
Maddie.
like like specific special thanks that have like inspired me or helped me along basically my whole life.
Okay, nice. Yeah, very neat, man. I like how you got it like all decked out in gold and stuff on there.
I can thank Yan for that idea. He did one of those in his Park Seal Blue Park, and I was like, I'm just gonna copy that.
Okay, I actually just recently did that park. Very cool park that was.
Yeah, he says he hates it. I don't know what he's going on about. I still love it.
A lot of people just don't like their original work as much, you know, so I get it.
Fair enough.
Some water fountains over here, decked out bathrooms.
So if you look at the animatronics, every animatronic has something. If you click on them, there's something about them that you can like read.
Hello, I'm gonna click on your neck and still get the
This
building.
one's hard. This one's hard to click on.
All right, we're gonna go over here to your friend.
So he thinks
Oh my
he thinks
god.
he thinks Maddie's very cute.
Hello, friend. Can we click on you?
I'll let you. Is he connected to the building? That'd be embarrassing. I don't think he
Doesn't
is.
look like he is. Oh, there we go.
So yeah, he got a recent haircut.
Got a recent haircut. Nice. And you did that for all the animatronics in here?
Yes, yes,
Wow.
every one of them.
That is some type of commitment there. Also hates her oh, so I suppose this guy hates
He fought Floyd Mayweather.
fought Floyd Mayweather. That couldn't have gone well.
Probably not, considering he's working at a theme park.
See, now you're just gonna have me spend the whole video just running around clicking on animatronics. Avid Disney fan. Benches 300 pound. Man, I gotta stay away from your security, dude. Fighting Floyd Mayweather. Bench pressing more than I weigh significantly.
Yep.
Mr. Clinton's, okay.
This was the first building that I made in the park,
Oh,
not
okay. I thought it
outside,
was
but
like
like
ever, or
no, just in the park.
okay. I
So
like how you
this,
got a little bit of an angle going off to it there. Built some off-grid stuff.
yeah, I can thank Tall Guy Gaming for that idea for uh moving things off the grid and angling it to make it seem more realistic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I actually talked to Tall Guy quite a bit, man. He's a good dude. I like him a lot.
He's very creative. I'll give him that. His
Definitely.
storylines he comes up with is really good.
Diamond Tower Park. Is that another one you've done?
That was my most recent one before this.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, who
Made
knows?
about a year ago.
Maybe we'll have a look at that one sometime too.
I recommend you don't. It's not the best thing in the world compared to this.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you said we should go in and go to the right here then, yeah?
I'd circle around this whole loop and then head off to the right.
Alrighty.
Because this is all part of the main entrance.
King Maddie's Milkshakes. Does Maddie's Milkshake really bring all the boys to the yard?
Maybe.
Benny's Burgers, I like that a lot. That one's neat too. Yeah, the curvature of these is really nice here. Very cool centerpiece with the fountain as well.
Yeah, that idea actually came from TJ Puffs. Him and Maddie spotlighted my other park, Diamond Towers, and I had this wide plaza, and they said, "Why don't you put a water feature in the middle of it and have it like divide up the path?" So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna base this whole part of the whole entrance of the park around a giant water feature.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, very scenic through here. I can tell that you put a lot of time into your terraining and your rock work, and so you can put a Chick-fil-A in.
It's my favorite fast food restaurant. I had to.
I kind of figured when I saw that, I was like, I got a feeling.
So
Got your little
they're actually
centerpiece
back at the
right here.
plaza. There's one more building that's important.
Oh, I've missed something here. We're heading back. I
Yeah.
assume on this side.
Yes.
Ah, Emerald Market for Angry Emerald, right?
No, it actually applies to the story of the park. But sure, it could be for Angry Emerald.
Oh, okay.
So, the park is centered around this village, which was long, long time ago. And it's the village in this universe that the park's in, the village actually existed. And so the DTE Park Company bought the land to the park, and decided to build the park around the ancient village so that people could learn about it, people could understand what it was. And the village itself was actually built on an emerald mine. So the Emerald Market is where like everyone would come together and like just buy their normal goods.
Okay, gotcha. So you do have a full like backstory for this and everything then.
Yes.
Very cool, man. I like that. I like when people take the time to kind of put that in into what they're doing. Bring it back up to daytime. I just wanted to get a look at that fountain at night. Definitely glad I did. Got the private district. Okay, well, I'm definitely going in there. I'm a VIP in this park.
So this is
My,
like the rich area of the park. So like Umbra Village is divided up into like the main village, and this is where all like the special people, including like the king, lived, all of his like noblemen. This is like the exclusive area of the village.
oh, okay. So you got different like sections, that not necessarily based on theme, but based on like the level of how they were living and stuff. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see the architecture change as soon as you walk in as well. It looks more significant. It looks more like well built and planned and
If you want to go into the guest services building in this area, you'll find a nice little surprise for you. It's
oh,
to the
okay.
left. To the left.
I got you. I'm gonna check out your restaurant since we're right here in front of it though.
Yeah, I was very happy with the interior of this. This was based after
Oh.
the BR Guest restaurant at Disney. How the waiting is like a living room, and there's like, if you go back to the waiting room after you're done looking at this, you can see there's like little screens for like the kids to play on while they're waiting for their seat. That's the same thing in the BR Guest restaurant at Disney World. If you go in
Oh.
there, in that room right there, you can see some little screens where the kids can go and
Okay.
like just play some games on
Very
while they're
cool, man.
waiting.
I haven't been to Disney in years, so I didn't know that. I wouldn't have recognized that. I would have assumed it was like a order your food on it kind of thing. But I mean, either way, like no, really cool, very nice interior to this here. Make our way around. You said we got a guest services over here.
Yep.
Aha, indeed we do.
So if you go up to the reception desk and you click on the animatronic in gray,
Oh,
ta-da!
secretly it's clouds. Yeah, see, like there's a chance I might have found it, but probably there's so many animatronics. It's like I'd have to do a 2 hour cut of just us like reading all these. Favorite number is 7. Okay, well, good for you. Mine's actually 8. So yeah, close enough, right?
Close enough. Only like one spot over.
What do we got
So
hidden
this
back
is a
here?
pass holder lounge. So
Oh,
if you're a pass holder, you get to come over here and just chill out, watch some
okay.
TV, get some cupcakes. Who knows?
Little private area. Got your own security here.
Making sure that you're a pass holder. Don't want any normal guests coming in there.
Yeah. Get out of here, normies. 30-minute wait time isn't bad, but you know how it is on this channel. We don't wait. I'm here with the owner.
So this track ride is called Ares Paradise. The king of the Umbra village is called King Ares, and if you read that, it explains what this ride is.
Okay.
So this is where the king would come and relax and just chill out when he was a little bit stressed out. And then I
And
decided, let's just make a track ride about it.
yeah, now they put a car ride over it. No, sir. No spoilers here. So just while we ride around on this, what would you say, like, where did your, like, inspiration for the story come from? Is it, like, from a specific park as to why you designed it this way? Or, like, what was the, like, inspiration for the backstory?
I honestly just for my mini park, I thought I wanted to put a giant castle in there. So that was like, well, the castle's got to have a king. So I thought of the idea for like a land that was owned by like some sort of king, and I knew like, well, duh, the king's probably not still alive today. So I thought of a reason why the king would probably no longer be a king. So the reason why the village failed is because his head scientist named Isaiah Rapp, he created a device called Project Umbra, which is actually a roller coaster in this area. So just a little teaser for that.
Okay.
But the idea is that he created a device that was able to level entire civilizations because King Ares liked to conquer. He was a big fan of just taking over other people's stuff. So that device malfunctioned and it just vaporized the entire village. And the only thing that still stands from the original Umbra village is the lake, which is on the right side of the park. Or the left, depending on which way you're looking.
Oh, so this whole place was, like, leveled at one point.
Yes. And so
Wow.
when they bought the land, they tried to recreate as much as they could from just references.
Okay, that's a different one. You know, head scientist essentially nukes your whole town, and well, there goes the end of that
He didn't mean to.
civilization. Oh, well, as long as he didn't mean to, it's okay. We could forgive it then, right? He didn't mean
Just
to
forgive him.
didn't mean to flatten the entire city. Friendly French fry. Oh, that's a good
Look,
one.
man himself standing right next to him.
Oh, is this we got Mr. Jan BK over here?
Yep.
Indeed.
Put it
Very
right
neat.
behind the restaurant.
Had to have taken you a good amount of time to sit here and name all the. Why is Corvus a zombie?
I don't know what Corvus looks like, so his channel's like black and white, so I decided, you know what? Let's just
Oh, fair enough.
make him like that. So
He's Nosferatu. He needs to get out of the sunlight. The Octagon.
there's a story behind this one too, as you walk through the queue.
Multiple athletes. Okay, so this is like UFC on steroids.
Basically, yeah. UFC except you can die, and you're supposed to die.
Kill or okay. Glad it's not still the Octagon. I'm glad it's a kids ride now.
That was ironic that we uh based the kids right off of a octagon that would mean death for most people.
Yeah, very neat, man. The more we get into this, the more I'm like, yeah, you've really put like a good amount of time into this little backstory going on here.
Tried to make everything connect to each other in some way.
Yeah, definitely have. Let's go, everybody, hop on. I'm trying to take a ride here. Because y'all
At
already know,
one
every
point,
episode we do hashtag justice for flat rides.
hashtag justice for flat rides.
That's right.
This was originally going to be a gazebo, but then as I was making the gazebo, the idea for this the idea for the octagon just hit me, and I was like, wait, nope, we're changing this up.
That way you had more of like a theme to it than just building a
Yeah,
gazebo. I like the beamwork a lot, though, how you've kind of like angled them inward.
yeah.
Yeah, very like minute touch there, but it works like really well. I like that a lot.
This is where spectators can come watch. People get absolutely murdered in the octagon.
Oh, thankfully that's not still happening. I see a lot of children in there.
Yeah,
Your park might get shut down pretty quickly.
it's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
In memory of King Ares with the little statue with the golden headpiece. All right, sun bouncing off of it.
That was originally in my mini park, and I just kind of moved it over here into
Just kind of
this one.
transitioned it in. Okay,
A
like a
lot of outdoor
whole.
seating.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got like a whole thing going back through here.
Outdoor seating is one of my favorite things in a theme park,
Really,
like in
that's an
Planet Coaster.
interesting one.
Yes.
More bottles of water at a good price too. Y'all come here and get your water. Did we skip the entrance to this coaster?
No, it's to the left.
Oh, okay.
It's that giant mansion.
Oh my goodness.
So that's actually the head scientist, Isaiah Rapp's mansion.
Ah, Project Umbra. You did mention that earlier, yes. And now we are here. Look at that. Yeah, he definitely thought bigger.
It's just level entire civilizations. So the king was very greedy, if you can't tell, and he decided, you know what, let's just try and just take everything, and it didn't work because he basically overworked Isaiah to the point where Isaiah couldn't really function at his best, and he found a fault in his device, and it went kablam.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that's a major fault.
So this is actually in, I guess, kayfabe or whatever, the first ever B&M launch coaster.
Okay.
And it's got a pre-show and everything.
Yeah, it's interesting how.
Ride it in front bumper, by the way.
Ah, yes.
There you go.
It's
That makes it
interesting
more
how
smooth.
you've kind of like gone like into a sci-fi appearance inside of here.
Yeah, so the idea was Isaiah Rapp was just so good at his job that the village was super like old-timey but was really rich and really like technologically advanced at the same time.
Okay. Very nicely done on this. I like this a lot. Is there
Thank you.
any specific inspiration, like as far as like rides that you based it off of or anything?
Honestly, not really. I saw that and the vision for this at first was just gonna be like a wildfire or called it Busch Gardens Tampa Kumba type ride. But then I saw that there was a launch on this, and I was like, either I could go with like a Hulk themed type B&M coaster, but I was like, what if I just went for my own own idea for a B&M coaster, and I decided to just make a whole new B&M coaster type. So I added new trains to it, and I added a whole new different design for the. It's a B&M multi-launch coaster, the first ever of its kind. And I thought that'd be a way more unique idea than just getting some inspiration from another coaster. Instead, I decided just to make my own version of an existing coaster, but like a different type of that coaster.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of wondering because like I didn't really like pick up on anything specific that you pulled from, and that's why I was curious if you had. I mean, you could always make the argument that like this layout isn't realistic, but at the same time, with the theme that you were going for of it being something new and something different, which I like that you did because you know it's Project Umbra, like the world's never seen this before. So I thought that it was very fitting, even though the layout wasn't standard and typical. It made sense.
Yeah, that was the idea I was going for.
Yeah, yeah, definitely
If you look
transitioned well
down
with
the
that.
exit, there are some ride photos you can look at.
Because I don't go through the exits like I'm supposed to because I'm terrible at my job.
If you just like go through the wall, like on that side, you can just get there real fast.
Meow. Ah. And then where's aha? Oh, okay.
Ta-da! Ride photos.
See, the more I spotlight people's parks that are like well-known, well-established builders that do just like such unique and cool things. Everybody has a parking lot. Everybody has these. And I'm just like, I guess I just got to get with the program and start building this stuff. Like, because I mean, it makes it an accurate depiction of a park. Like even though for me it's like I really have to build a ride photo booth. It's like well, I mean, it makes the area look filled in and realistic, and you know.
I just enjoy adding stuff like that in because I like to be able to just. If I go to a real life park, I want to be able to be like, hey, I got one of those in my park.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I have a whole nother level of respect for people that build with a bit of realism because I just find it so tedious and it's just not my strong suit. So another little gift shop over here.
This was the first park where I really said, you know what, I'm gonna give some interiors to things. I'm gonna try and be as realistic as possible.
Yeah, no, you've definitely done a good job with it for sure.
There's a huge backstage area too, which you could look at near the end of the spotlight if you'd like.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. I think we come back out here and we go around to like the right, yeah?
Yep.
Food court. Is there anything in there?
No. I
Okay, so
put some like shops and stuff in there for the guests to walk in, so it makes it look like they're actually going to those places.
gotcha. Yeah, sometimes I check behind doors because some people like hide stuff there.
No, people. My Easter eggs in this park are not hidden anywhere. They're usually like for anyone to see. There's nothing in any of like the buildings unless there's like an open door. Then you could probably see already that there's stuff inside of it.
Okay. Look at this. This is really cool. Pronghorn. So I'm sure this one's got a story behind it too.
Yes, it's through the queue line. You can look at the story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. You just got everything right here for us, which is very convenient. Another sign over there. Nope. Over here next. Oh, okay, so they all had one of these things. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're very common.
I keep seeing these little robots.
If you click on, this is a reference to Tall Guy Gaming.
The
He
robot?
and his yeah, he and his mini park put one of those things in there and said they're my buddy because in one of my park build series episodes I said I love those little robots, so he included that. So now in every one of my ride queues I put one of those in there.
That's fantastic. I like the
They are
queue
one of the
too.
best things in the game.
It's got like a little bit of like spookiness going on to it. It's not like a scary theme or anything, but it's got that like darker
No,
vibe.
there's only one train on this ride because for the life of me I could not manage to get another train on it.
I completely understand. It happens to me all the time. I am not the most proficient with my block sections yet.
The ride doesn't seem to be starting.
It does this.
Just gotta wait for all the guests to move out of it, I'm assuming.
I think so, yeah. All right, everybody, enjoy your ride on Pronghorn. All right, that was a short little punchy coaster. Did its job real quick there. I did like it. It actually kind of surprised me. I looked at this one overhead earlier before we started, and looking at some of the transitions on this, it's like, wow, that's going to be really forceful, or it might, not work right. But you actually manage these transitions really, really smoothly for what it is.
It's supposed to be more of a family type coaster than a real like thrilling ride. And the idea was that if you stand like a guest view, like looking at the lift hill, real quick,
So from like down here by the sign.
yeah, you can't see any of the later part of the coaster. It's supposed to represent a pronghorn going from the village and then out into the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You're
Yeah, you
supposed
really
to.
don't see anything
The
else, do
last thing
you?
you see is the coaster going up over that hill and then going down. You can't see anything else until you get on the ride, and that was the goal, is to hide the later part of the coaster.
It's just why I like doing spotlights like this, is because that's something that I myself don't get to pick up on or notice when I go through and ride this.
I love subtlety in theme parks, so I was like, I want to make everything as subtle as possible. I
Yeah,
recommend you
that's
go left before going straight, because there's some more stuff this way.
okay. Check out what we got here. What's this? Is it
It's
an
a hot air
exit?
balloon ride.
Ah,
So if you look up, there's a hot air
okay.
balloon. It's for pass holders.
Very cool. I'm a pass holder, but that sounds terrifying, so we're gonna stay down here on the ground and on the coasters.
So I actually, one of the main things that I'm really mad about is I forgot to put a sign for this ride, but it's called the generator. And the idea is that this is supposed to
Ah,
be at the middle of the park, and it was the main energy source for everything in the park. So throughout the queue over there, you can look at those little energy canisters, and they're all over the park. The generator fuels those energy canisters, and that's what fuels the rest of the park, or the village.
okay.
Of course, this was designed by the head scientist.
Yeah, this is really nice. It's a very good, like little skin for your ride and your queue here.
This ride used to have so many people riding it, and then when I added all the other stuff, no one rides it anymore.
All of a sudden, everybody's like, "Ah, there's better stuff we could go do here," you know? Like,
I'm like, dang, it's like front and center in the park. Come on, guys.
well, we're gonna take a ride on it. We'll show it some love real quick here.
I'm
Now, is
very
there?
happy you ride the flat rides because there's one flat ride in the other section that I would recommend you ride because it looks really cool.
Okay. I did notice from up here too, and see, I wouldn't have noticed to ask this question without being up here. Is there a difference down there between the red and the green canisters? Because I see there's two colors.
So the green means it's full, red means it's not fueled yet.
That's kind of what I was assuming. And see, this is people. This is why we ride flat rides. You guys put them in here, and sometimes you really had a purpose with it. This is why we do that because I noticed the canisters.
I tried to make everything in this park, every ride placed down with a purpose.
Yeah,
I didn't
definitely
want to just
super
throw down
cool.
a flat ride just to throw down a flat ride.
All right, that's heading back that way. Which direction do we need to go here? Back this way?
Left
Okay. That's what I
to
was
the
thinking. To the
village.
village, yeah.
Or to Tony's Tacos. I heard it was better than Taco Bell.
You
You didn't hear that
know,
from me though. You didn't
you,
hear that from me though.
you don't got to be too great to be better than Taco Bell, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just my take.
A
Got
lot of
Tony's
people are leaving that
Tacos,
area.
little
I don't know.
donut shop.
A lot of people are leaving the village.
That's good. They know that we're coming. They're trying to make way for us.
So that building right there that
They
you're
were,
walking under was
yeah,
actually the entrance to my mini park.
really.
Yes, and I moved it over to this park, changed up a few things about it, and now it's the entrance into the actual village
And now
portion
you've
of the
just kind of
park.
made it into a tunnel with okay.
Yep.
So you didn't just take the mini park and add on to it. Like you've
Nope.
actually like reconstructed the entire mini park.
Yes, but it's the same story.
Right. Okay. See, I thought initially the way that I had understood it was that you kind of added on to the mini park, but yeah, now I'm realizing you've kind of repositioned all of it. I like a little tower here. That gives a nice little, touch of some depth and some height to it there. It's good. M&J's Chicken. Twilight Factory. What's the Twilight Factory?
You'll see when you get to the queue. This is one of my favorite looks at the whole park. So if you go up against that fence to the left, you can see that part of the coaster. And I
Ooh.
made sure to not
Oh, and look,
include
we're
any
gonna get a
trees
shot.
right there. I made sure to not include any trees right there just so you can watch that overbank.
Very nicely done there. Yeah, you pointed it out right in time too. We got that shot of it cresting up over the top
I
of
know,
it.
I was very proud of that. I was like, hey, look at that. I usually don't get that shot as I'm walking by. That was like the first time it's ever happened.
Oh, hey, that's great then. Let's see what we got going on here. Makes sense, yeah.
So like I said, I tried to make sure that everything is connected.
Ooh, going to the emerald mines. All right. I'm here for it. Can already hear the people digging. I like this queue for it too. This is cool.
Thank you. I was very happy with the station of this. This is actually the only coaster in the park where I managed to get green all across the board for the stats. And I was like, hey, okay, I'll
Oh,
take
okay.
that.
Yeah, you'll find on my channel I'm not a huge stickler about stats. I will show them off. I will mention them from time to time. But I mean, if you make a cool ride and it's fun, then it is what it is. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That's my type of coaster right there. Keeps its speed, has more than, a couple inversions on it. Nice little terrain layout there going through the emerald fields and stuff. I like that one a lot.
That's one of the first coasters where I really wanted to build the terrain around the ride so that it felt like you were going through some stuff. You got some little mountains in the distance with emeralds coming out of it. I really wanted to use the terrain to my advantage in this coaster because I knew going into building this park, I wanted to have one coaster which played on the terrain a little bit. So then I was like, hey, I can use this theme to play on the terrain.
Yeah, definitely. I like too how it's kind of like cresting up against your parking lot here on this side. I know I kind of just left the park to come over here, but
Hop the
it's
fence.
yeah, you get a really good shot right here of it as well,
Yeah, it's about to come
from
around.
the parking lot actually. And I noticed that when we were looking at the aerial view there. So even coming into the park, it's like there's something here to entice you and draw you in. Like, oh, look at that coaster going around.
That was the goal. I wanted to fill in that space with a coaster. So I was like, I could put a Eurofighter is usually really compact. So I was like, that would be a perfect fit for this area. And there was a Eurofighter in my mini park, so I wanted to still include a Eurofighter in the remastered version, just
Okay,
for the different story.
that makes sense. Yeah,
More ride photos to the right.
to the right. I went left. Okay, another little station for them. So you've kind of done that with all your areas. Then I'm noticing you've done like the ride station. You've got a gift shop. You've got your bathrooms, and then
Yeah,
you're
there's a
like
gift shop to the left.
your main ride.
I recommend you go into that gift shop because there's actually a hint in there what my next park is going to be.
Oh, Barbary Bay. Okay, has that park started?
No, I'm giving it a couple weeks to write the story, and then I'm gonna make it.
Oh, okay. So you don't just come up with this as you're building. You come up with like a full on like what you want to do like going into it.
Honestly, I did this for this park, and two of the coasters that I originally had planned, I scrapped and gave it a new theme as I was building. The Twilight Factory was one of those rides where I just made on the fly. Like I scrapped the original idea and I just went with that. Same with the
Okay.
last coaster, which is the Hyper back there.
The Aeronauts. Go take
So
a
a
spin
common
on it.
theme in this park is the hot air balloon, the balloons and all that. So I decided what would fit the best in a factory type area. Well, probably they probably would make hot air balloons in this area, so thought I'd include a hot air balloon ride. You look on the tower. This is one of my favorite things in the park.
On the tower?
Yeah, up in the just have one of the robots up on the top.
Diamondite's Buddy 9. Oh my goodness, they really are everywhere, aren't they?
There's 10 of them. And there's 10 rides in total in the park, so there's 10 of the robots.
Hello. Two look like they're having a lovely time.
Around the hot air balloons. Oh, it just stopped. Dang.
Oh, hi. Well, that's okay. It's very cool. I like the colors of it a lot.
Thank you. The Twilight Factory little plaza is probably one of my favorite things I've ever built. It's just that little area.
Yeah, no, all your little like sections that you've done where you have your different plazas and stuff, I've really liked them. I noticed when done a couple aerial views of it too, how you've got like these planners. You've actually got a lot of them throughout the big open space to kind of just break it up, give it more pathway to kind of flow through different areas, so not everybody's congested into one spot. Which that's a really nice touch. Keeps your guests like very spread out. They don't look like they're all crammed into each other.
Yeah. I was very happy with the guest flow in this park. I was very happy that like one area didn't have like all the guests and the other area was just bland. I'm very happy with how the guests just went everywhere.
Yeah, got some mini golf over here. The Jaded Serpent Golf Course. Yeah, this would be my kind of thing. I'd have to come in here and get me a little mini golf going. I like this kind of stuff.
I tried to give this golf course an actual theme because the last golf course I made, I just kind of plopped it in there and was like, well, that's good. So I decided to play on the emerald theme that's happening throughout the entire park and make a golf course around that.
Okay. Yeah, I've actually thought about trying to do something like this myself. I've actually thought about doing like the whole like go karts with like laser tag and a mini golf course and doing like a kind of like
Oh, that'd be cool.
a fun center kind of thing. Not really a park, but more just like an amusement center.
That would be awesome. I'd love to see something like that. One of my favorite things to look at in Planet Coaster is like not the normal stuff you'd expect. So like an amusement center like that with just like go karts, maybe like a carousel, golf course.
Yeah,
That stuff really makes me happy to see people building that.
What we got here? All right, you made it. How do you pronounce it?
Aeschylus,
Okay. See, I was
the
gonna
Greek
butcher it.
god of fresh water. And
Oh,
you'll
is it?
see that.
Is it actually?
Yep.
Oh, see, you come to my channel, you get a history lesson from Diamondite, man. That's great. We love it here.
This is probably one of my favorite cues I've ever made.
Yeah, it's already like super immersive. Got the music going and everything.
Make sure to read the signs. You
This
missed
one
one right
first.
there. No, you missed one. To the right. Right.
Okay, to the right.
Left. Left now. Right there.
Oh,
There you go.
well,
There
hello.
you go.
But there was another reason.
Right. The next, as you're walking through the queue, so like follow the queue, like you'll
Gotcha.
see all of them. This was another one that I made on the fly. Like this was not the original plan for this ride. I'm trying to remember
Oh,
what it
just
was.
dumping the dead into the lake. All right.
Yep, because they were probably all drunk and stupid.
Huh. Yeah, this is crazy immersive how you've done this. Just following the path to make sure I don't miss any signs.
There's one more, and that's
Right here.
it.
Okay. Oh, I like it in here. I like the blue and white throughout the whole thing, and especially this room when you've done the dragons that way as well.
This station, I had an unfinished park that was called Aurora Meadows, and this was a station. So the station was a lot bigger in that park, but this is inspired by that station that I built in Aurora Meadows.
Okay, I see. Yeah,
It
this is
has
why it
the.
takes so long to start sometimes, because all the guests are like, what are we doing?
They're trying to decide: do we stay? Do we leave? Nope, we're leaving.
There they go. Sorry, what were you saying, though? I kind of cut through there.
I was saying that this station of that building was inspired off of another station that I built in an unfinished park. But I liked the station so much that I wanted to like have the same station, but like keep it a little bit different so it's not the exact same. So I went
Okay.
with a station like that.
Yeah, yeah, I like that one a lot. And even in Planet Coaster, there is just something about a B&M Hyper uh,
Yeah.
that's just so nice. I mean, in the real world, they're hands down some of the best coasters on Earth, but even in the game, they just look so buttery smooth and nice.
Oh, it broke down. Good job, mechanic.
Yeah. While we were on the ride, we broke down at that. Now, very neat. I like this one a lot, man. The flow to this was really good. The airtime hills were spread out with a little bit of like terrain course going through and stuff, and just overall very well done. This would be one that I would probably like run to first in the park before the line like picked up.
This was designed to be the airtime machine of the park.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Originally, this was supposed to be an Intamin Hyper, but I was like, the Intamin Hyper would take up way too much percentage because I wanted to do some like crazy stuff with it. So I rethemed the entire ride around a B&M Hyper.
Okay, gotcha.
This was the last coaster I built in the park.
We got lyrics lemonade. I like the blue sign on that too, like some blue raspberry lemonade or something.
I needed something that looked like lemonade, and I was like, hey, the theme of this area is kind of bluish. So I was like, a blue drink. Maybe it's lemonade. Maybe it's special lemonade. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, no, it really pops. I like that a lot.
That was actually built during one of your 100 subscriber chill out stream. I needed one more shop and I needed one more name. So I was like, I already included you in the park. Let's put Lyric in the park somehow.
Nice, nice. Yeah, he actually mentioned to me. He said that he saw my name in here somewhere, but he wasn't sure if he had a shout out or not. So he will definitely appreciate that. I'm sure. All right, where's this head us back to? We been
There's
here yet?
one more flat ride. This is the one that I recommend you do ride because
Okay.
this one gives you some pretty good views of the park.
Eye of the. I mean, yeah, that Eye of the Village. That would make a lot of sense.
There was a I didn't have to, but I included a drop tower in my mini park and I liked the name Eye of the Village a lot. And I was like, I gotta include some sort of drop tower in this park because the views you got of the mini park, I think it's seat 30 that gives you a good view or something. I don't know. I think it's something like that.
We will
When
go
they
to
stop,
30 and find out.
it's either 28 or 30. Can't remember because
We'll
it
go
should
here and
stop as you're looking at everything. Please tell me I'm right. That's like that'd be so cool if I was right about that. Maybe I'm just completely wrong.
we're
Yeah, it
getting a
gives you a
good view
good.
regardless.
So that castle in the background was the castle I built in the mini park, and I that was the last thing. It wasn't 28. I think it was like it was one of the 30s. Okay,
Like
it's
38,
38.
39.
Oh my God, it's 38. Okay, the castle was the last thing I put in the park because I had an extra like 2%. So I was like, you know what? Just to make this park just flow together, I added the castle from the mini park off in the distance, so you could see it off in the distance from basically wherever you are.
Okay. Yeah, that's a
Sadly, you
really good
can't go to
shot.
it though. In a perfect world, you should be able to walk through the castle, but
Yeah, but the
stupid Oswald count.
I was gonna say the extra pathing you would need for that probably wouldn't be worth it, you
Yeah.
know? Especially if you don't put a ride back there or anything with it.
Yeah, I love the view this gives.
Woo!
And you plummet to your death.
And there it was, everybody. Eye of the Village. Very
And
nice little
that
aerial
is
shot from up there.
the last ride of the park.
And that brings us back, what, to here, which should be like the fountain area?
There's
Nope.
two ways to get back to the beginning. You can go. I recommend you go that way because there's one more shop there, Ian's Ice Cream.
Okay. Very interesting with the green color. Little park map thing here.
And that sends you right back to the front of the park.
Oh, the village, yes. Very
So yeah,
nice, dude.
this was the first real park where I decided I wanted to give it like a full-blown story. And now that I've managed to do that once, I'm very excited to see what I can do next because I'm planning to go a little bit more in depth with the whole story aspect of the park for my next creation, which will hopefully be done by the end of the summer. Fingers crossed. It's like my summer project.
Okay, yeah. Are you planning on doing like content on that as you build, or?
Yes, I'm gonna get a couple episodes filmed before I upload, so I'm like trying not to be behind. And you can look at the backstage areas now. Oh, there's me sitting
That's
down
you?
in my chair. This is my office.
Oh my god, it's you.
I got my two bodyguards behind me too.
Is this the
I
backstage
do.
spot you were talking about?
Yeah, if
All
you
through
zoom
here.
out, you can see it.
Yeah. Got a
And
whole
that's where
trail
you're
coming
delivered.
through.
If you go back into the Emerald Market, I do want you to see my favorite Easter egg in the park.
Oh, we skipped something then, huh?
It's not really skipped. Back into the Emerald Market,
Which was
right
here.
there. Click on the snowball.
Oh,
This is, this is my favorite piece in Planet Coaster now.
um, hello?
Oh, I guess it's not. There you
There we go. Doofus the snowball.
go. That's my favorite piece in the entire game. He
well,
will be in every park I ever make from now on.
well, there you go, everybody. Doofus the snowball. No, very cool, man. I really, really enjoyed this park. This is other than your mini park, which I saw when that happened. This is the first park I've actually seen from you. So super cool to get to do this with you and have you on the show and be able to,
It was fun.
really get a more in-depth kind of side of what your inspiration and story behind this was.
Yeah, I'm very happy to have joined you. It's fun being able to look through the park with someone else and tell them like my inspiration, where I got the ideas from, etc.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think it adds a lot to it. So I'm sure we'll have you on for another one, man, at some point. And also, if you get that one finished that you're about to start working on, here during the summer, and you
Hmm.
need somebody to spotlight it, we'll be here. So,
Of course.
yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and checking it out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for us. Also, make sure to go over to Diamondite's channel as well and check out what he's got going on. He's got a lot of great content on his side of things, too. So, that's going to do it for us here, everybody. Have a good one.